Right here, you are looking at 58 IBC totes, all dedicated to Neocaridina shrimp. Those are freshwater only shrimp, and we have tons and tons and tons of them. So this just gives you an idea of what we're looking at. Super small. Look at this pond. Tons and tons of color. We have a lot going on, a lot to update you all on, but this is where we're starting. What is going on, shrimp keepers? Today I wanted to take time and give you guys an update of the flipaquatics facility because we haven't done it in a while, and I want to share some of the updates, some of the progress, and really just get you up to speed on where we're currently at and what we're up to. So that's what we're talking about today. Let's start off with the row that you're all so familiar with, and that is the cherry shrimp row. So these are red Neocaridina shrimp. Each one of these totes holds about 2,000 to 3,000 depending on where it's at. If we're catching out of them, they might be a little bit less. But there's 11 rows, so that means we have about, I want to say over 20,000 of these guys at any given time. And then we're constantly restocking them. So this is one that needs a good restocking. But you can see most of these are pretty full, if not all the way full. And we quarantine all of our shrimp for 30 days. So all of these are in different stages of the quarantine process. You can see some are pretty clear, some are cloudy, some might be on medicine, some might still have tannins in the water, some might be empty, so they're at the tail end of getting caught, and then they're gonna have new shrimp in them by the following week. And so we got a lot going on, and this is just one of the rows. We have plenty more to talk about. Next up is our third most popular type of shrimp, and that is the assorted Neocaridina. So this is what our assortment looks like. There's about 4 to 6 different colored shrimp. There's some really nice blue ones in there. There's some oranges, greens. There's non-really. And we got, I think, 6 ponds of these guys. Like, here's one that's decently full. And these guys are really cool. Like, ooh, look at the yellow golden backs in here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they look solid. There's some carbon rilis in there. And then this one looks like it's a fresh import. It's still got the tannins in the water. Just amazing. This is great if you're setting up a tank and you just want to make like an awe. Like, you just want people to come and see some colorful shrimp. And then it looks like over here we have some more cherry shrimp. So we got a couple empty ponds because we don't need that many for cherry shrimp. But like, here's what is this? Amano shrimp. So we must have needed some more Amanos. And then we got a miscellaneous yellow golden back over here. But anyway, if you're looking to just have a colorful tank, assorted Neocaridina is going to be your best bet. They will breed and produce some brown colors, so just be warned about that before you buy them. Now this row is our second most popular type of shrimp, and I'm sure you can guess what it is. It's Amano shrimp. Now these guys are nearly bulletproof, so if you're looking to get into shrimp, I would definitely recommend starting with these guys. They have little to no color whatsoever. Every once in a while, they'll get a nice blue tint to them depending on what we're feeding them and what color the bottom of the pond is. But these guys are pretty clear. They are phenomenal algae eaters. So if you put them in that planted tank, they're going to do well. We can bring them in at like juvenile stage. These are about an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. And I've seen these guys get up to like 2 inches plus. So they get massive. They will hold their own when it comes to being in tanks with other fish. And so I wouldn't put them in with like an Oscar or a piranha, but you could definitely put them in with some fish and they will hold their own. These guys are definitely, again, really good algae eaters, super hardy. If you're looking to try shrimp, this is where I would start. Now this whole side of the room is like premium shrimp, a little bit more expensive. We got a bunch of different mixes. Like this one is a mix of our black rose. We have some more black rose. Then we move down and we got some orange pumpkins looking really good. These guys are really hot around, you're gonna guess it, Halloween season. They get really popular. And then we got our Bloody Marys, which are super dark red color, super nice. The babies can be hit or miss depending on the quality, and you can see some clear ones in there. We got another pond next to it. We got 2 empties over here. This is one of my personal favorites. This is the carbon rili, and rili pattern means it has a solid head, a solid tail, and a clear midsection. You can see some up here on the filter, some nice buried ones. There's a decent amount of babies going on in here, which is always good to see. And then that's what falls down there. And then this one is my personal favorite. If I had to pick one shrimp, this is what I would pick. These are called Fantasy Blues. These are bred from chocolate shrimp. So the quality of the color is like really good. We got quite a few ponds of these guys. Some of them are breeding stock, some of them are selling. But you can see just that nice blue color. We got some algae going in there. This one's got, looks like a little bit of medication in the water because we might have been having an issue. And then on this side, I think we move over to like snowballs. Let me see. Yep, snowballs. These guys are just clear shrimp like the Amano shrimp, but they do get really pretty white eggs on their tail. And that's why they're called snowball shrimp, because it looks like they're carrying around a bunch of snowballs. And then we have our USA bred variation over here. This is our breeding colony. We breed them ourselves. And then on the other side, we got some more rili type shrimp. First up, we have, I believe this is the red rili. And then the next one down is going to be the orange rili, I'm pretty sure. Yep, red rili. This one is actually the blue rili. So red head, red tail, and then a blue midsection is what it's supposed to be. Very tinted, so I can't tell. Maybe it's looking like these ones are the black head, black tail, blue midsection, which would be, in my opinion, a carbon rili. So I'll have to have them change that label. And then these guys, which I'm shocked these guys aren't a ton more popular than they are. These are the orange rili, so like an orange pumpkin shrimp, but again, a solid head, solid tail, and a clear midsection, and the solid color is orange. And then these are a new one we just brought in. These are green bubulti, which is like the zebra bubulti, just a different species. So they don't look very green in here, just a very light fade of green. But again, a super hardy shrimp, a great one if you're looking for something different. These do breed in fresh water, so a really fun one to keep. As you can see on this side, we got a bunch of tanks that aren't set up yet, and that's because we're working on something pretty special over here that is almost done. So I'm going to show you guys this today. This is our guppy breeding project, which is going to be a lot of fun. Let me jump into each rack and show you what we have going on. First of all, this whole side used to house a bunch of 40-gallon breeders. We ended up breaking a lot of them down, using them for sumps, and we're eventually going to convert this to more guppy breeding. But right now, it's just kind of up there, not really being utilized. We do got some daphnia going on down here. Some free live food. Love to use these guys. Really good for the fish. And they don't die in the aquarium, so super beneficial to use, and we use them as much as humanly possible. And you know, the duckweed, you always got to have it because you can't get rid of it. This is what one of our setups looks like. It's 24 5.5 gallon tanks, really easy system. It's on a central system, so we got a 40-gallon sump. We don't have any filtration in this system yet, but I'll show you a few that do. And we quarantine everything before putting it in here, and then it only comes out of here when we're selling it. We don't really add things back in. So it does look like we did get a tank in here, and these guys are gorgeous. I think these are the, I don't know, purple mosaic. Super pretty. Cody must have, tricked me and moved some over here, so good on him. Getting a head start. But this is what our filtration looks like. It's just a matte filter on the back of the tank. Water passes through it. And that's where the beneficial bacteria live. So this is another system that we just got set up this Friday. So we have two that are brand new setup. We have another one that should be done this week. And then we're going to start finishing our crab tanks, which are coming soon. But let's actually jump into what we're breeding and how these systems work. So just a quick overview of how the system works. Again, it's a central system. So we have a sump that recirculates water. Each tank has its own filtration, our own biological filtration with the matte filter. And then the way we're doing it is each row is a different type of shrimp or a different type of fish. I wish it was a different type of shrimp, but Cody beat me on these ones. These ones are the Dumbo-eared purple mosaics in a couple different pairs. We're trying some different things, different color combinations, see which ones produce the best results. And then each one has a different set of floating plants. So like this one has our big type of salvinia. And then you can see we start getting some different babies in here. There's a couple of babies in there. We're doing different types of moss in this whole rack. And then moving up, we got some pink metallics, which again, just super pretty. I think I was seeing some babies in here earlier. Like, look at this one. Cody's doing a really good job with breeding these guys. This whole tank is just babies only. So we should be able to start having USA bred, flip bred ones on the website soon. Jay Guppy's been working hard. And then he's got the one pair of half blacks up here, reds, and then the purple haze, which is what he plans on breeding here mostly. But we didn't have enough tanks when we got these up. He started. That's why they're kind of just spread out. Moving down, we got some dwarf flamingos. Let me show you one of these up close because these guys really are gorgeous. Just a beautiful fish. That guppy is just, I mean, the red is just phenomenal. Then we got some full reds down here. So he's just going with the whole red theme for this system. I don't see any babies in this row, just a couple females. And then down, we got the red cobra. So yeah, he just kept these all red. We got some, I think it's pink ram's horn snails in there. So he's going to try to breed those also. But he's just got a bunch of breeding groups. And then eventually he'll pick out which breeding groups are doing the best. Have a couple tanks for babies, things like that. These guys are gorgeous. These are the Dumbo deer and mosaics. Like, look at that male. Just beautiful. So he's got a couple pairs going on there. Again, a different type of moss. I think he's doing, looks like maybe Taiwan moss in these tanks. Something like that. But look at, just look at the babies. Tons of babies there. Tons of babies there. We got a couple babies over here, smaller ones. And these are all from the rainbow guppies. But you can see why, because these females are just massive. Absolutely massive. We got some younger females over here with a young male. And then up top, these guys have been our most popular guppy by far. These are the green Moscows. I think he did say he had a decent amount of breeding going on with these guys. I don't know where the babies are. If he has them somewhere else. But I haven't seen them just yet. But oh my gosh. The males are just outstanding. So that's super exciting. He might have the babies over in the other building, and these are just his breeding groups. Well, let's see. No. Look at all the babies. Let's go, Cody. Looking really good, man. You see me having my pinky up there? Gotta be classy, people. Gotta be classy. And then we have one more row. And again, this is going to look so different in a month from now. So these are the white Moscows. Tons of babies. He's got a few breeding groups of these. You can see the moss is just going crazy. He's got that, what's that stuff called? Pothos. It's really, really pretty. Some blue Moscows. Just a couple babies. But these are his breeding groups of blue Moscows. And these are all like real premium ones that we got from other countries. We order them in from like the Czech Republic, Germany, Aquarium Glasser, like really high-end places to get some good quality breeding stock. You don't know how good it is until you start breeding them. But like, oh, like these guys. The metal red snakeskin. These guppies were like, I want to say they were like 15 bucks a piece, like our cost, so not even imported. So like we'd be selling these for like 60 bucks just to cover ourselves. I mean, it's just crazy. And like, oh, this huge female. So I love seeing the success of this project. It really makes me happy. Some green cobra babies going on. I mean, there's just babies everywhere. Metal red snakeskin. Those are actual, some babies growing up with some bigger ones in there. But just really good to see. Super exciting. Good work, Mr. J Guppy. So our last little project that I just wanted to update you on before we head up to the gallery is our snail rack. This rack has come full circle. I didn't turn the lights on, but we have been importing so many snails lately. Like, look at all of these nearite snails. Just going absolutely insane. We got a bunch of different miscellaneous horn ones. We got just, I mean, type after type after type after type. And they really are doing super well for us. These guys are the most amazing algae eaters. They really work wonders if you're having algae problems. Again, I know I don't have the lights on. I only do that because I didn't want to spend too much time on this rack. But like, we got a whole rack just for mystery snails. So we got like our magenta, our purple, we got ivory, which you can see the ones that have been here for a while because they get some algae on their shells. Anyone that starts getting algae on their shells, they go straight to the cute but broken. So They don't get sold as like high quality, or we include them as extras. But we have jade, we have albino, we have black, we have blue. Like, I mean, there's just so many cool different colors. These guys are really great to keep a tank cycle, keep it clean. And then moving along, we got our whole rabbit snail tank, which these guys are seriously one of my favorites. These are the white Hercules rabbit snail. You can see they're breeding in there. Their shell color is just phenomenal. We got blue rabbit snails, orange volcano. We got the white spotted, which I don't think we have any of those left. Again, we have a Cuba broken tank for these guys. And then we got, I don't know if we started yet, but up top is gonna be our breeding stock. And then we just have like our miscellaneous snails, like Malaysian trumpet snails. I believe we have some ram's horn snails, or maybe they all went into Cody's rack. No, here's some up here. So like blue, red, orange, and so on and so forth. What kind of guppies do you still have over here? I think these ones are the Pacific and maybe the Liberty. Not 100% sure on that. I don't know if they've been breeding yet for him, but still a really cool wild species. But this is really what I want to focus on. We still have 3 more racks to go in. 1 more is going to be a snail rack, and then most likely the other 2 are going to be for crabs. So more to come on that soon. It's going to be super exciting. So this project should be finished within the next month. If it's not, I'll be devastated. But we just have tons of plants and things like that over there. Lots of stuff in the works. But let's head on up to the gallery, and I'll show you what we have to get done up there before Monday's import. So out here in the gallery, we do have some new stuff going on. First of all, the 300 gallon is still looking fire. It's still a little cloudy, so I got to do a couple more water changes on it. But I don't have time today, unfortunately. Actually, I might start it, and then by the end of the video, I'll go shut it off. We are adding a bunch of antlers to this tank. I don't have time to do it this week because I got a lot of prep work to get ready for import. But this tank is getting a lot better. It'll be fun with some breeding colonies of antlers in there. Super fun. But this is what I'm focused on today. I gotta get 2 of these tanks set up. We got some really rare live bears coming in from Czech Republic. They're like the tiger teddy, and I forget the other one, but they're super cool, super hard to get. So I'm getting 2 tanks set up for those. And all these new antlers we put out here, I'm not gonna take time to really do a big update on them today. But I will do it next week. They really are doing phenomenal. So I'm super excited with the breeding that's going on out here. Tons and tons of babies, which is awesome. I did get a baby out of the least killifish, which is super exciting. So I've been waiting for that for a while, but we'll really touch in on this next week. I did want to go over the update that's coming to this area. Is all this live stream stuff is going bye-byes, because we are setting this up as a lounge, as a gallery with all these big tanks. This tank is going to be set up by the end of next week. So 1 week, 7 days, we got all the supplies coming forward. This is my 480 gallon, and I'll get back to what's going on with this live stream area. But this baby is getting set up. The members of our aquarium club are actually voting on it right now. Today is the last day for the vote, and then we are setting this up. So we'll do the big reveal next week of like what the members decided on, what we're putting in it. And it isn't going to be fully done in a week. Like, you know, we got to let it cycle a little bit. We got to add plants. Like, there's a lot that goes into it, but you guys will see this thing running a week from today. So that's super exciting for you all. And then we're just going to start chomping away at them, setting all these big tanks up. It's literally going to be happening within the next 15 weeks. So now it's 14 weeks because we have our flip birthday coming up, and we're throwing a big celebration, and we want all these to be done for it. And that goes along with this live stream area and why it's getting moved. One, we want to turn this into an educational space where we can have classes from our local schools come in. We could throw little parties in here, things like that. We want it to be set up more like a gallery and less like a live stream area. So as soon as we get our new building done, we are moving all of this stuff back here, this huge mess of supplies that we have going on. And all this stuff is going to be gone. And that means this room is free dibs. So this, we're going to renovate and turn into our new live stream area. So this is going to be like the marketing building. And like I said before, this will be the new fish room. So super pumped to start demo over here. There's just bigger projects that are going on. That's why we haven't got to it. but you can see there's a lot that needs to be done and only 15 weeks to do it. So our marketing team is on top of it, but I'm pumped for you guys to see what this space is going to look like. With that, I bid you guys farewell. No, just kidding. Well, not kidding, but I'm kidding about saying it that way. You guys, first of all, we appreciate you so much. Thank you to all the new members of our aquarium club. Shout out to the 200 of you or so that have joined in the last couple weeks. We appreciate it so much. We hope that you guys get so much enjoyment and get inspired and educated and just fall in love more with this hobby that I love. So you guys, thank you so much. Thank you for all of you that are watching. I appreciate it. You guys make it such an amazing week, and we're definitely going to see you soon. So God bless, and we'll catch you on the flip side.